On March 11th, 2019, Path of Exile announced a new stash tab to be added, the Unique tab. This allows you to store and showcase one copy of every unique in-game. When I read that, I knew what I had to do. I've set off to obtain every unique in-game in the solo self-found game mode, filling the Unique stash tab completely. This shit will take a long ass time and won't be easy, but I'm always down for a grind. I'm Mathew Lighty, and this is All for One. Hello, this is episode number 158 of All for One, the quest for unique completion, and this is the beginning of Crucible League 3.21, maybe? This is going to be a lot in this episode, packed in. We started as a chieftain, and you'll see build progression, you'll see new uniques, you'll see some time and standard. You'll also see a quick word from our sponsor, Iced Tea Aesthetics. It's the supporter of All for One and the sponsor for all things Lighty. By supporting them, you support me, and also you support yourself by increasing your wardrobe. There are no shortage of fantastic designs, anime streetwear, the newest things from Chainsaw Man. You get a little kitty cat on your shirt. Fantastic clothes at fantastic prices. You can use the code Lighty10 for 10% off all orders, or the promo code Lighty20 for 20% off all orders of 2 items or more. Free shipping for orders above $100, domestic and international. First, I'm a big proponent of the Chainsaw Man, including the fancy embroideries, which you'll see me wear often on stream. Feel free to check them out, and if you like it, support them. If not, that's fine. So like I was saying, lots of stuff to happen in this episode. I'm not going to bore you. Get right into it. I'll catch you at the end for a brief breakdown of where we're heading and what we're planning. You guys ready to play games? Wah! Let's go! It's Crucible time, baby! Wah! Mamma mia! Crucible, solo self-found. I've click and held. Huh. No one's taking any damage. They have a lot of ES, it seems. The battle for Mud Flats rages on. 1 more. 2 more. 3 more. As expected, doing Crucibles at low levels is a fucking stupid idea. Every league, monsters in these mechanics are always terribly overtuned and lowly incentivized to do. And this is no exception. What is this? Dude, the fucking blue mobs are so tanky. It's so tanky. What do you think any new player is going to do? The second they say, hold to charge, they're just going to hold it to charge it. And then it's going to tell you to stop and you stop. And this is what you'd be fighting. Exactly what I'm fighting right now. This is what hold to charge looks like. I just love that if I skipped the 3 or 4 Crucibles I've done, I would be in Act 2. Oh boy, I see a fucking chaos damage. That should be fun. Dude, there's a bone cage! An Act 1 bone cage! This is gonna be great. Chaos bone cage, Act 1. I know, I'm sure every unique mob feels like a fucking piss walk compared to these guys. The fact that the Act boss is so much easier to kill than a blue mob from like 7 zones ago. A little wild. I've been in Act 1 for an hour and a half. God damn. Okay. How am I supposed to kill these things? Slowly. That's the answer. I just gotta sit on one like a fucking hound dog and just nickel and dime it until it dies, I guess. With dip? No, they're just plain baby carrots. Oh, I just kickstanded my mouth open with a fucking carrot. I got a Katava Herald. So you know what kind of makes no fucking sense to me? Right? Think about this for half a second. There's a Katava Herald there, right? We don't know who Katava is at the moment. It's literally not part of the story yet. How is there a Katava Herald in Act 2 when we haven't even seen Katava? It's funny, like, my damage is actually good. But it looks so... I mean, I guess everyone's having the same thing, right? Everyone's like, man, I feel like I have no damage when you're fighting Crucible, but then you're not fighting Crucible, you're like, holy shit. I'm zooming. You know, I'm glad you asked. I have a lot of intrusive warrior thoughts while I'm, walking around here in the game. I want to bathe in garlic. I want to, assault people. I want to fart. I want to run around. Walk up to a baby and rip them out of their crib and just go, wah! I'm so close to sustaining. It just takes up so much of your screen. It's comical. Instant regret. Instant regret waves washes over my body. How's it look now? Oh, it's like a fucking comet coming down. I did every single Crucible pretty much in Act 1 and Act 2. And I only do them now if I have weapon upgrades. I haven't had weapon upgrades in forever. If I don't have a weapon, I can't Crucible. You know what I'm saying? I don't want negative base crit. Can I not view it? Oh my god, that's a fucking flaw in itself. So the area in which I can see that negative is obfuscated by my cursor. There's no way to, like, really view it. It looks like, at first glance, you'd be like, oh, it gives positive base crit. Oh, it's funny. The slows. I'm literally fucking perma-frozen. I have so much life. Oh, I'm dead again. Oh! RF turned off. Oh! 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 This thing is, like, insane. How strong this rare is. This is going to be way stronger than, like, the Act boss. This is going to be stronger than anything in this Act. Except for the next Crucible thing. What the fuck was that weird graphical glitch? Looks like he's throwing a blanket at me. What is this? Okay. Ataxia forged in the anal fissure. The game is so easy after you've been fighting Crucibles all day long. Everything else is fucking a joke. This is going to be harder than me fighting Arakali. I should go fight. If I went and fought the X7 boss when I'm in X6 right now, it would be significantly easier than me fighting this rare. Huh! Finally. Huzzah! Well, Firestorm, unlinked, does 3 times the damage a regular Firestorm does. That's funny. Its multipliers are so fucking insane. Like, do you see the numbers? 46 to, 6,000. It's got some of the... I think it literally has the highest spell damage numbers in the game. They gave it, like, crazy damage. It's like 10 times the damage as regular Firestorm. Like, my damage is fine single target. Like, here's Grothkul, It's dying pretty quickly. Maybe like 15 seconds. If I was fighting a white mob in Crucible, it would take 10 times that amount. That's like a near perfect Immortal Flesh, actually. Super high-end life regen, super low-end minimum res reduction. That's nutty, actually. Holy shit. You're tanky. What are you doing? Oh. Very tanky rare. I'm being chased by fucking totems. My potential vanity cards. -8 max res. Just gonna. I could still keep RF up. Holy shit. 71 fire res. I can still keep up RF. Who knew 1800 life regen was good? Let's do cannibalistic right. I've been putting it off long enough. I think I have enough life at 4,000 in Act 9. I think 4,000 life is probably okay. Dickhead's not selling me a fucking white helmet. I'm not buying helmets. It's expensive. No. Suck nut. That's a natural 6-link that just drops. Okay. I don't know if I can even use that, but yeah. I don't have the dex to wear this thing. That's not that big of a deal. I mean, technically, I could just run that and gain 1 link and have a dead link. I don't think there's a green I could really run. My first map of the day just had... Oh, not map. My first mob I killed, really. Just dropped a 6-link. I was like, okay. But I don't have, like... I wasn't really prepared for it. So I literally have, like, a green... I have no chromes. It's the wrong base. So I just threw in Culling Strike, and... Cruelty's fine. It's not one of my ideal 6-links, I don't think. But so I'm walking around with... Unironically... I have, with no buffs, not like just normal walking, I have 50% life regen right now. Through all the bells and whistles. That's without endurance charges up, which I always have up. I have 50% life regen. Yeah, build's fine, yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised at how fine it feels, considering I don't have, my key uniques, but... My natural scaling of the build is going to come to a halt once I finish the bulk of my passive tree, and I, what's it called? I stop leveling gems. Like, once my gems hit 20. The way that they have to, I think they have to buff Val Firestorm. I think there's one way you should buff it. Is you just have it, instead of being 3, just have it be 5. Keep it just RNG mortars, but just make them a little bit more, because there's huge gaps in coverage that make it just miss constantly. Titanium Spirit Shield, Engage, Dragon Force, Crucible, Channel, Power Rangers, Roll out. They're killing me. They're killing me. Oh, he's got Soul Eater. Oh, that's just a wipe right there. I haven't experienced a rare in Crucible that had Soul Eater yet. It has no life regen. Maybe I could segregate it on some sort of island retreat over here. Hey! It dropped 3 rares. Nice. This is all the loot, by the way, from the that engagement. Crazy ghosted exile with this support necro next to it. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just the fact that I could face tank Uberlab, but like a white mapped Crucible rails me. Is just insane. Every yawn you don't try to commune with nature. What are you even doing? That's a new unique. What the fuck? Is this the shit link ring? Son of a bitch, it is. Piece of garbage. Okay. Well, there's that thing. Soulbound. Power. I'd like to link with my friends if I had one. Oh, you can't circumcise your anus? Well, friend, that's where you're wrong. You hold Alt, it shows the enhanced descriptions of things. I hold Alt on the Shield Master, it says that it specifies what Debilitate does, right? Counterattacks have a 50% chance to debilitate. Debilitate being the keyword for the debuff. 2 lines down is a different debuff with a keyword. Intimidate enemies on for 4 seconds. But it doesn't tell you what the fuck Intimidate does. Uh-oh. I fucked that up, I guess. I did 2 buff towers. I'm gonna do a buff on a stun tower. That's new. What the fuck is this? A lot of armor. Physical damage bypasses ES. Regen 3 life a second. Chaos res. Armor also applies to chaos damage taken from hits. Yeah, that plus Divine Flesh makes you all your damage bypasses ES. Oh, it's cool looking. It's got little nuggets. Very, very fancy. Okay, that's all 3 phases. I mean, the timer was fine, so there's really no concern. He can't kill me, I don't think. My golem has culling strike, so he should cull him. 1 socket gloves. Unfortunate. Is it cold? Cold strike? Cull him. Oh! 2 socket light poacher, actually. Wow! And belt. My god. And the belt. Oh my god. Life begins anew. Reborn in a new world. And the belt. Wowee. Oh fuck, I forgot that I forgot that monster's still outside. I forgot that angry boy's still outside. Yeah, he's also got cycling resistance. Okay, he should be dying here soon. I think I have to call up in a second. Oh, boots. Nice. At least it's something new. That's all I really care about. The boots are very, very, very good now. 24% aura reservation. That's fucking insane. Very fun we can go over. And that is, there is base game uniques that were added, of which we've already received 2. The ring and the what's it called? The ring and the body armor. But there's a bunch other we actually haven't gotten yet. So maybe we'll try our chances at hitting one of those. It could be kind of fun. Here's the display page for Crucible. So obviously we have a Viridian Jewel and we have a Crimson Jewel. There's not a very big jewel pool, so we probably can hit one of those, if not both of those, from div cards or what have you. I don't think I have any jewel beasts, I don't, but we do also have helmet, okay, 2 belts, 2 gloves, boots, amulet, and bow. Okay, so there's a couple. So we could do belts, I guess. There's 2 different belts again. Any of the 2 belts will be welcome. Let's see if we can hit one of them. The boots are Orbala's Stand. So it's some sort of suppression-based eelskin boot. First inventory, no luck. Second inventory, Another crapshoot, unfortunately. Third inventory down. Nothing special, nothing new. Inventory number 4 down the drain. Nothing special, nothing new. Haven't hit any of the rare boots, of which I think there's really only one. I'd imagine it's really just Skyforth. Everything else seems fairly common. There we go. All right. We got them. Orbala's Stand. Nice. So they have evasion, movement speed, cannot be stunned by suppressed damage, spell damage. So if you have cap suppression, your spell stun enemy, which is weird. Debilitate enemies for 4 seconds when you suppress their damage. Debilitating means they're about 20% slow, and they deal 10% less damage. So, kind of weird. Don't think they're very good boots. They're low level, eelskin boots. That took me almost all of my... I literally have one left. So, just for context, that was pretty much it. But we did get them, so it was worth it in the end. There they go. They're going in. And the only boots we're technically missing, I think, yet again now... this is a remove only tab. You're right. I'm looking at a remove only tab. These are going to be in this one. Unowned should have Back to Annihilation's Approach, which is the Uber Exarch boot. All right. Next thing on the list, we have no helmets, unfortunately, and no belts to hand in from Bestiary, but we do have gloves. There actually are 2 gloves I'm missing: Storm Seeker and Tanu Ahi. Both of them I think will be maybe fairly rare because they're kind of good. So we'll try to see if we can hit them. We have should have a good amount of glove attempts. Oh, we only have 5. I lied. You know what? It's because last time we were going for Chaos Spirits. Well, that's really laggy when I have my display capture on. Look at that. Nice and crisp now. 5 attempts. Not many, but we may have some div cards. So, fingers crossed. But if not, we'll always get them in League or somewhere else. Okay, we didn't get them from here. Let's just double check, though. We might have more beasts for them. Let's just double check which beast this is. So, for gloves, it is a Phenomenal Widow. Okay. No, none of those. These are all Phenomenal Hybrid Arachnus, Phenomenal Scrabbler. Okay, so we don't have any for gloves. Just double check again for... We have belts would be Ferric Ape. None. And helmets is Ferric Gargantuan. None there. I don't think I have any other... beasts I have here, but I have these organized by flasks, amulets. Oh, we have gloves. This is a section of gloves. Okay. These should all be gloves. And those are bodies, maps. Okay. So these should all be gloves. We do have a little bit more glove attempts. First inventory of gloves down. Nothing special or unique there. Alright, no luck from gloves. And I think the only other thing we have left is bows to go through. There is a new bow in the game that is apparently incredibly common. It's the lowest base tier of bow, being it's like the same as silver bow, a simple bow, or whatever it's called. So, grove bow, short bow, I don't know. We'll find it, and then when we do find it, we'll talk about what it is. First inventory of bows down, and I think I see a pattern. A lot of storm clouds. Not a lot of the bow I need. Second inventory down. No new bow. There it is, Widow Hail. Alright. The Widow is a really super fucking cool bow. Has 150 to 250% increased bonuses gained from equipped quivers. This is going to be able to scale any scalable value from a quiver. So think about a quiver that maybe has, let's check our quiver section. Yep. Anything like this that has a scalable value. So the gained damage as cold, or from Cragfall, the reduced enemy stun threshold, all of that will be scaled up by Widow Hail. Very cool, crude bow. Now there are 2 amulets, Tainted Pact Coral Amulet and Blood-Soaked Medallion Amber Amulet. I do believe I have a lot of amulets to go through, so let's start working our way through both of those. Alright, first inventory, don't have anything. Actually, I had less than I thought, so I think I'm pretty much out. I do have to organize my beasts in my remove only tab, but it's just like such a hodgepodge to go through. We also have things like maps, which we don't have any new ones of. Bodies, nothing new there. Well, I do, but I already got it. Flasks, I already have. So, yeah, nothing new in the flask or the amulet department as of yet. And I think that brings our bestiary to the end. Let's just double check real quick. So we're missing belts, helmets, jewelry. We have the body. And then these 2 and this helmet are actually from Crucible. So we're looking to div cards now. Okay, so I keep obviously a healthy stock of divination cards just for whenever, you know, stuff happens. There is jewels we're missing, helmets, gloves, amulets, a couple things. We'll be able to make a couple attempts at some of these things at least, so we're going to give it our best shot here. First thing we're going to try is we do have one card for helmet, so we might as well give that a whirl. All right, cool. We do have a good amount of glove cards. There's a decent chance we'll hit one of the two gloves here. Oh, there's one. Stormseeker. Ambush Mitts. This is the one that gives you increased effect of chill and shock, as long as we're leeching both mana and ES, and I'm unaffected by either when I'm leeching both. Very cool glove. I don't know if it'll be very useful, but one more for our list. And now we're just missing the other glove, the one that gives you a onslaught. Oh, there it is, Tanuani. Perfect. All right, gives you onslaught and adrenaline. This one actually I think is really cool. So you have a 10% chance to gain adrenaline for 2 seconds when leech is removed by filling unreserved life. So when you're leeching, get back to cap. Same thing for onslaught. Happens pretty often, right? Because if you're degenerating life or taking damage, the more you go leech back to full, then it's triggering quite often. So I think very strong gloves, and I get to save my other 2 div cards now. Thank you so much for those new ones. Now, in the glove category, we are officially back to missing the same 3 we've been missing. Hate Forge from Trial Master, Soul Ascension from Uber Pinnacle Elder, and Entropic Devastation from Uber Shaper. But very nice to at least see those off the list. We can move on to the next category. So we have a couple of div cards, a couple of generic ones. Voids can obviously hit anything, so technically it could give us a unique. Just give us a bunch of chisels. Shield, I didn't really know we even had this one little set of cards here. This could be a Squire. Obviously it was not, unfortunate. Belt could be one of the 2 new belts we're missing. To go over which ones those are. Cincture of Benevolence and Chain of Endurance. Cloth belt and the chain belt. Both of them are not very good, so hopefully they're quite common. Nose of Gluttony. Goodbye, Gluttony. Now, we also have a generic armor one, which I was hoping to give us, well, armor. But we have we have jewels and we have belts. It's a lot. We'll do belts first. It'd be unfortunate to hit a Headhunter Mage Bolt in standard, where I don't need either. So hoping to get neither of those 2 things. It'd be a waste of good RNG, if you will. But if I can get any of the new belts, that would be pretty hot. There's one. Chain of Endurance. Chain Belt. Life Stun, reflects Fizz and regens for each ailment affecting you. Very, very mediocre low-level belt. Has its purpose being mediocre, I guess. So we are still missing the Cincture of Benevolence, the cloth belt, which I'm sure we'll just get eventually. So that is okay. Now the jewels we are missing 2 of as well. The 2 jewels in question are, one second, I'm pulling, Blood Notch Crimson and Ancestral Vision Viridian. Blood Notch is weird. Damage taken from stunning hits is recovered. There's ways to make this kind of work. There's ways to get avoid stun, but I don't think it's particularly good. Ancestral Vision seems quite okay. Its modifiers to suppress also apply to avoid at half value. So if you're suppress capped, you're half ailment capped. So it just kind of is a nice way of getting, I guess, a big chunk of ailment immunity. So not too bad there. Would like to see both. Hopefully you get them fast, because these jewel cards are a bit of a premium. There's the first one. Can I get the second one? That's a natural. That's a Corrupting Blood, natural instinct. Well, that's a keeper anyway. But there's the first one, Ancestral Vision. No real rolls, so not a big loss there. And there's the second one with Immune to Silence. Blood Notch, pretty middling roll. I just like that we don't have to waste our fucking Eye of the Dragons, because those are of a premium type. We don't have many jewel cards in general for unique jewels. I think that's the last of our jewel cards. Whenever new ones come out, we're a little bit milked on that. But there's Ancestral Vision. There's Blood Notch. This a natural instinct we're just going to keep because it's a good one. So the only things we're missing now from this new unique list, if we take a brief look here, is the Blood Price Reaver Helmet, which I'm sure we can find eventually. Blood-Soaked Medallion. We are missing Cincture of Benevolence. We're missing the Tainted Pact Coral Ring. And then, of course, the 3 uniques that are actually from Crucible: Geomantic Gyre, Red Blade, and the Elabim's Visage, which I don't know how many of these come from high-end Crucible content or what, but yeah, we'll work on that. One more thing that's been updated is Breach has been crunched to a couple... Why is it sitting here? Where are these supposed to be? Oh, I see what's happening. They're being frisky with it. Okay. What the fuck? I have to empty this tab before I can do what? Before what happens here? Now, this is where they're supposed to go. Now, among this list of breachstones, and the ones we could turn to flawless breachstones, is undoubtedly an Ulnatal's vow, the amulet I'm missing. So, I'm hoping whenever I decide to run these, that I get it early, because this would take a very long time, and I'd prefer to not be spending my time running flawless breachstones in standard. It's real RNG, depending on what you get as your modifiers. So, like, I got Vuln this time, and then I got double damage, LMP. So if I got the one that says, like, avoid ailments, I think they can hit still. That's probably just GG no re. And in general, like, I don't really know if this build can even do this. I think it probably can, because it proliferates so much, as you could tell. But yeah. I mean, my damage is crazy. More of like, can I survive to do this, whatever, type thing. Flawless breachstones are very difficult. Don't get it twisted. You have a very thin margin of, like, failure, where if you make a mistake, you're pretty much fucked over here. If you don't kill everything, like, real fast, or really just have explosions, you're in for a bad time. Loot is tremendous. This is just to show you what is on the floor. I mean, there's a ton of things. Depending on the filter you use, this is an MF filter I have. I went to an all-purpose filter, because it shows pretty much the same stuff, but... Or a default filter. Yeah, there you go. There's a fucking pile and a half. See all the trash in the ground. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that can drop, so I would recommend... they're good to run. You just have to be really proficient with your build and your skill, honestly, to do them. The hard part's clearing the waves. The bosses are significantly easier than their wave clearing counterparts. So if you could do the timer, you're good to go. Now, if I get an Ulnatal's Vow, I would save myself a lot of headache here. I did not. That is a standardized helmet. The one fun thing that I don't think it's a guaranteed drop. No, it doesn't look like it is. What can drop is fractured grasping mail bodies that have specified, very uniquely specified modifiers on them, like fractured XYZ. Also, these drop the upgrade version of the item. So instead of using the blessings on the thing, they just drop the straight upgrade version. So here's like the Formless Inferno upgrade helmet. All the breach uniques have been updated, so kind of cool to see there. Let me hop into the character and show you what it's like to do it on a different build altogether. So here I am on my strength stacking character, which, you know, I do a lot of my generic content with. They're pretty proficient in running most things in general, so let me show you what it looks like to run content on her. We can do... Oh, it doesn't really matter which flawless we do, honestly. All basically the same. I guess I'll do Tull. So she's an occultist, so she has explosions, which means she's off to an advantage inherently. The explosion, those, they do help a pretty tremendous amount. You do have to camp rares every now and again with this build. It's a little bit frustrating because they just have so much life depending on the mods, but the explosions, again, help pretty tremendously. If I see a rare is being problematic, I can just run ahead, and the explosions kind of just carry. Alright, do we get a grasping mail? Do we get a Ulnatal's Vow? Do we get anything? Nothing. We get literally dick all. This can happen, and imagine the sadness when it does. Imagine doing a flawless breach and getting absolutely nothing from the boss. That is depressing. Okay, fingers crossed on Esh. Big zippy zappy. We got a unique this time, so that's good. And, oh no, we didn't get a unique. Val Breach dropped. Okay. Well, apparently Val Breach drops in flawless stones now, so that was news to me, but there's that. But yeah, that's my flawless breachstone experience so far, and we'll be doing that to get our Ulnatal's Vow, which is one of the very few amulets we're missing, I think, in the game now. 2? 3? I guess 2 of the new ones and that one. Anything else? Oh, I lied. Never mind. Sorry. Blood-Soaked Medallion, Tainted Pact, Ulnatal's. These 3 we'll get pretty easily. Strangle Gasp. Still missing that bad boy. I'm frozen. I'm very frozen. I'm still frozen. I survived while frozen. You see some upgrades? I think the only upgrade is I got a Singularity, which is like marginally better than the shitty rare I was using. I wouldn't hold out hope for a large revision. Oh, Oh, look at this big guy, huh? 4 ghosts. One of them's a smuggler. I better see a plethora of uniques raining down. What is this? This is why I'm juicing these shit to your maps, man. I'm looking for some inspiration here. But he lost his ghosts. Does that mean I don't get the loot for him having ghosts? I better not get fucking scammers like that. Oh my god, I got scammed. That's such bullshit. All the ghosts in phase 1 don't give him the loot in phase 2. Who has... Who? Oh, fuck! That's an actual drop. Oh my god, alright. There's like 2 actual chieftain builds in the game. Chieftains are not good at sentencing. It's fine, but it's not really good. But there's 2 actual chieftain builds in the game. One of them is Reap, which is like really build intensive as far as what you need. And the other one is Conch Path Totems. That's the other real build. Like people in Trade League do it. Real build. It's a real build. Now it needs things. It's a strength stacking build. It needs things. But the linchpin unique is Brutus's Lead Sprinkler. So that is the big thing you need to find, which is exciting. I'm gonna need more things, but I could start leveling gems. I could start yada yada yada. But we actually have something to work towards now. You know, I gotta make my hit list now for fucking. Well, I don't need Iron Fortress, Crown of Eyes, that sort of stuff. Well, that's not good. Oh, one more for the road, I guess. How angry. Oh! Okay. Can I drop a portal here? I can't, can I? It's gonna look at. It's gonna exit the game. My cards have 1 out of 3. Not seen a card in some time. Got one very early on, and we've done like 40 maps, 50 maps since at least. So to further my transition of build from my Firestorm Chieftain, which was perfectly fine, do something better as a Chieftain. There's only a couple of really good Chieftain builds. After we got that Lead Sprinkler, I was like, oh, we're doing strength stacking with Concentrated Path. So I've been working towards that. With my, like, you know, quote-unquote MF tree, really just, it's nothing but strong boxes, and Exiles and Ghosts, right? So it's like I got an Alberon's Warpath from just shitting around. Don't have the Iron Fortress body. Don't have Astramentus. We could farm an Astramentus. Didn't have Crown of Eyes. I farmed that out. That took, I think it was 80 or 90 Grottos I ran. I still have a bunch could run now, but I was just farming Grotto until I eventually got all the cards for that. So there is Crown of Eyes done. Mine rolled, I guess fine. I don't think the rolls even matter. But that makes the increases and reductions of spell damage apply, which means things like Iron Will also just double up, basically. So that is one more thing to the mix there. So I'm missing Iron Fortress body. Gotta make a belt. Gotta get an Astramentus, but we're getting pieces together for that puzzle. So now we're on to the next farm spot, which is Relic Chambers. That's where the Astramentus card is. This is going to be more rare. It's probably going to take longer. And instead of doing a tier 2, we're now doing a tier 7. Slightly better. I'm not sure what the cards are in this area, but we're just going to farm the fuck out of it. I farmed out my Crown of Eyes yesterday, all 12 cards, so I'm on to farming out 3 Polymath cards, which I already have 1, so technically if we get 1 to drop off of a box, it'll double because the strong box node, so. Oh, a Relic Chamber. Alright, we're back in business. Only way this will get any better if we get a second Relic Chamber, or we get a Polymath card, then we're truly gaming. I'm transitioning from a shit build into a less shit build, which is why I have a tab called New Non-Shit Build. I'll be playing strength stacking Alberons, regular Alberons, with Brutus's Lead Sprinkler. Straight Bing chilling with the wind. Wow, that's impressive. I think that might be the worst Black Sun Crest I've ever ID'd. I gotta send this to the boys. We get hate crimed over here. Arcanist Minara. Oh, we lost the 50-50. No. 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 Iron Fortress is a Crusader plate. Oh, my 50-50. No, it's heavily weighted. You know, it's all a 50-50. Either happens or it doesn't, right? Yeah, it's the new amulet. There's that. That's the seed. The Tainted Pact. Look at it. Taking chaos damage over time heals you instead while you're leeching. Fun, fun, fun. in the sun. The wording for Firestorm is really stupid. It's called volleys or something? I don't even know. Let me double check. I drop bolts. I drop 16 bolts. That's gonna be a juicy boy. I see him. I see him. Oh, he's a crackhead. Oh, he's angry. He's angry. Is that enough? 4 shit boots. I love it. Why the lionize? This is me counting how many times I lost the 50-50 on getting Iron Fortress. I think the plan was to use Carnage Heart. It had stats. Mine is perfectly bad. See, I'm gonna have extra points than most people because well, the obvious reasoning is that I don't have clusters to the same extent that they do. I don't know how this build feels or plays or looks. I have no idea what Conquest looks like. I have so many life taps to level. What's my damage look like comparatively? Oh, it's a lot higher. I'll tell you that much. The mana's annoying. I like being ailment immune. God bless. A totem build that runs Purity of Elements? Count me in. Make sure you share with your brother. Oh! Infernal Mantle! Son of a bitch! Oh no. I knew it would happen. Where's the Wrath Pith at? Turn the car around. One day too late, huh? 100% global crit and 3 gem levels would have been nice before. Oh! Polymath card! Oh! 2 out of 3! Finally! Finally 2 out of 3 at the very least! Oh! Oh! Any map could be our last now. We could almost be free. Master's given Dobby a sock. I do feel incredibly motivated now to keep doing this because we've actually gotten a card to drop. It's a real shame it didn't drop from a strongbox because it would have been duplicated, but you know, I kind of still feel like anyone who's not running Rampage is an asshole. In the nicest way possible. I feel like if you're mapping and you're not using Rampage, you're an asshole. Am I out of stuff? I am. Whoops. No, don't. No, not Cryptic Gateway. That's the wrong fucking keystone, bro. Nobody wants Cryptic Gateway. That thing's a piece of shit. Oh boy, Crusader Plate. Oh, number 7, Lion Eyes. Oh boy. Oh boy. That is a lot of maps. I don't know what the fuck just happened from that thing, but that is a lot of maps. Look at them looking at me in the eye. Oh! Oh! Freedom! Freedom! We're out of here. I heard it. Alright. God bless. Hey, 98 too. Perfect implicit too. Okay. Leap Slam is a pitiful movement skill. Let's just leave it at that. Holy shit. Wait till Cleansing Flame is done. What? Well, are they just gonna insta-detonate on top of me? He's Pull over the Voiding right now. I can't see what he's doing. Oh, I succeeded. There we go. Okay, Bottled Face. Come on. Or I guess Nebulous would be cool too. Crusader Plate. Oh! Oh, Cortex! Oh, Cortex, you're so kind! Why are you so kind? Such a kind map. So I'm gonna gain some defense also. I could drop Glancing Blows too. How much of a damage increase? Hard to say, but it looked like it neared It's like 40% more damage, something. It's an extra 1%, but it's times 2 because of Crown of Ice. I am getting slower and slower, though, movement speed-wise. Okay, Catalyzed Astramentus, Iron Fortress was blessed us. Elder, Maven, Shaper, Ceres. I guess we'll try, like, kind of push that loosely. I have, like, no fragments for bosses, right? Oh, actually, I'm just missing a Phoenix. Do I have a... Yeah, I could do this. Hold on. Oh, that's a notable increase in my damage, thanks to Iron Fortress. I don't know if you can tell, but, like, just gauging it compared to the last boss we did. Wish I had one of my 4 mediums I need. Hey-ya! Scratching my leg, sir. Can I make a dick? Hold on. No! Paper, you no fun. The first nut, hold on. It's the second nut. And wait more balls together. 1 second. Second. I'm drawing the shaft. Oh, a little crooked. A little crooked. Little on the crooked side. Okay, one more. Any other balls? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No. No. Oh, I was so close to dodging that one. The leap slam is just not fast enough. Oh, no. That probably would have been it. I thought those were detonated already. That was the slowest detonating Baron mine I've ever seen. Oh, a hunter, actually. Wow. Huh. Well, suck me off. Look at this. No. Stay still. I'm immune. Melee me, you coward. Don't do it. Don't Sudoku. No. Stay with me. We're going to make that if you're alive, lady. You and me both. No, pivot! Oh, no! God damn! On thread. Thread and Awakener Orb. Just a crown. I love it. Boom, quick cut. Alright, so we've done a lot in this episode. We've started as Chieftain Firestorm. We've transitioned into now strength stacking, consecrated path totems. We've got a lot of our pieces we need, actually. We have our Crown of Eyes. We have our Lead Sprinkler. We have our Iron Fortress. We have our Astramentus. Now we're going to start to pivot. Because this patch, they've updated the Anoint Vengeance Cascade, which allows for attacks to return to you effectively. We're going to probably swap from Consecrated Path Totems to Volcanic Fissure Totems, which gains an interesting interaction benefit, effectively doubling your DPS on that. So, our plan is simple. We are now going to be farming Blight until we get the 2 gold oils to anoint our Vengeance Cascade, and we're going to be farming Heist until we get the alternate quality of Vengeance Cascade. Alternate quality of Vengeance Cascade? Man, if you can have alt quality anoints, that'd be busted. Alternate quality of Volcanic Fissure, that gives it an extra projectile from which that's going to return. So, that's basically the plan. That's what you expect in the upcoming episodes. Not to mention, we now have, I believe, all of the base uniques that were added this patch. Still have gotten none of the Crucible uniques, but my interactions with the Crucible have been dog shit, to say the least. So, not looking forward to those, as there's not a whole lot I can do with the mechanic. Because there's not a whole lot I could augment. Maybe I could work on a shield, but the process is boo-boo butt cheeks. So hopefully it'll be better as time goes on. I hope the league begins to drop loot. It's unfortunate that it doesn't. It makes having to farm it ad nauseum for uniques that much worse. But we'll acquire them. I'm just glad to be back in maps. We still have to finish our Atlas, and lots of build upgrades to come. You'll also see some footage in Standard, as we discussed in the previous Alfred episode, of random things we spin in the wheel, not to mention focusing on flawless breachstones, since they have such a massive stockpile, to get our Ulnatal's Vow. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll catch you in the next one. If you can't wait, come by. Come watch the live streams. We're live pretty much every weekday, and if not, at nighttime when I'm fidgeting, I'll be in Discord. I'll see you guys in the next one. Lighty out. Enjoy Crucible. So there I was, knee-deep inside Princess Peach, and this fucking Goomba comes from behind and starts eating my ass. I look at Waluigi and said, Waluigi, Not today. And he says, Mamma Mia.